Umalma si Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adyong at ilan pang mambabatas ng Kamara sa hindi pagsipot ng mga top ministers ng BARM government sa pagdinig ng Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms kung saan isinagawa ang inisyal na deliberasyon sa proposed resetting ng BARM elections. Narito ang pagdinig ng komite.
I believe, Mr. Chair, we have sent several invitations not only to the Chief Minister, but even to other government regional officials and officers of the BARM. Have they also responded to attend this committee hearing? Or if some of them sent instead an excuse letter for probably skipping this committee hearing? Can we have a confirmation from the COMSEC?
Sir, we receive acknowledgement from via email only, sir. And in fact, they stated there the representatives, if they cannot.
Representatives, but their representative will be sending their representatives. Mr. Chair, may I also confirm that only one representative from the BARM is present today? Attorney Jill Kipley, are you going to represent the entire leadership or the Chief Minister alone?
Mr. Chair, I've been authorized to represent the Office of the Chief Minister only.
Okay. Again, Mr. Chair, I'd just like to put into record, because we have sent several invitations to several individuals from the BARM, not only the Chief Minister. Mr. Chair, the reason why I am bringing this up is the initial scheduled committee hearing, which was supposed to be last week. We canceled that because the Senate would also be holding the same committee hearings. And I learned that many of the officers from the BARM attended the Senate. And now, we only have one representative from the BARM. I'd like to ask Mr. Chair, how come they're very gracious with their time attending the Senate while they skipping the committee hearings in the lower house? What message are they trying to send, Mr. Chair? We're very lenient. The committee is very lenient to allow the Senate to go on with their committee hearings. They cannot simply, let me remind Mr. Chair, these officials, that Congress is composed of two chambers. You cannot be selective of your presence or to honor an invitation. The Senate can do so much. If we don't support the Senate, nothing will happen. So I guess this should be serve as a reminder to our officials in the BARM to also extend the courtesy and respect that they have extended to the Senate, to the House of Representatives. Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, may I also expound on the parliamentary inquiries that were brought up by Representative Hataman and Representative Adyong. And I'd like to request the Chair to give us guidance so we can also have orderly conduct of our committee meeting today. There's an absence of one governor from the BARM based on the statements of Representative Hataman. And based on the statements of Representative Adyong, there's an absence of the entire Bangsamoro Parliament executives or ministers, no, that did not come to our committee meeting. So I'd like to hear from the chair, because this election has to do with an entire region, and we really have to know in this committee if they are unanimous. Because if there's one naysayer, then we have to tread very carefully. So it would be I believe it would be very prudent, Mr. Chair, we get as much as possible everybody's positions recorded in the Committee of Suffrage before action is made. So I'd like to hear from the chair if this is the direction of the Committee of Suffrage, because we will need to hear from the Governor of Maguindanao, and we will need to hear personally from the Chief Minister Murad and other, at the very least. Not Chief Minister Murad, hopefully Iqbal can come here and speak to us in Congress, because it's very important for us to hear his words that we support the postponement of the election, and this is part of the peace process, and we are still on board in attaining peace in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region under the administration of Bongbong Marcos. If we lose the election, we will not wage war again against the Republic of the Philippines. That is the most important statement that must be made in this committee, because that is a statement that Filipinos outside of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region must hear, especially Mindanaoans.
Anyway, Honorable Khalid.
My second term, second round ba tayo rito, Mr. Chair, because it seems to me that we lack the stakeholders' presence for any action to be
Mr.
made
Chair,
today. So
with the manifestation of Kong Zia Adjong and Kong Khalid, I think we have to set for another hearing to invite first the key personalities, the leadership of the Bangsamoro government, the leadership of the MILF, and of course, Governor Mariam and other civil society organizations. With that, Mr. Chair, I move that we invited these personalities on the next hearing.
Anyway,
second, Mr. Chair.
anyway, we will go first with the other.
But Mr. Chair, we have to act on the motion, Mr. Chair,
So is that a
for
motion to?
procedural purposes.
Mr. Chair, may I ask my good friend here in Puli if Governor Mariam is in town, if she's in Manila, maybe we can all ask her to, to come and join us here.
Si Murad also, if we can. Because they went to Senate, they went to the President.
Yes, kasi actually, Mr. Chair, what we are discussing here is for the Bangsamoro region. And I'm surprised why they're not here. Are they not interested? This is for them, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, nandito naman yung mga MPs natin.
Yes, but Mr. Chair, again, though the MPs, I used to work with many of them were present, MP Noong, MP Rasmit and MP Rasul.
Mr. Chair,
But they don't carry, I'm sorry,
okay.
they don't carry actually, Mr. Chair, the position of the government of the day. They're just members of the parliament, and they may have different positions on the subject matter. What we hope and to expect to hear is the official position of the government of the day, the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, because the transition period is led by the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and I was hoping today we will be seeing the no less than the chief minister and some of the top ministers in the BARM. That exactly what I was hoping, Mr. Chair. So again, if Gov Mariam is present, maybe you can ask her,
Mr. Chair,
Congressman.
actually, Mr. Chair, hindi lang si Kong Mariam ang problema natin. Maraming dapat na andito ngayon. Kasi hindi ho, ito lang akin. Hindi ho to simpleng postponement na pwedeng didesisyonan natin dahil merong position paper ang BTA, merong position paper ang mga mayors at governors, merong positions ang paper ang OPAP or anuman. Remember, ang pinaka-stakeholders natin dito ang MILF. Kaya dapat tingin ko, yung leadership ng BARM government, no less than the chief minister, pati yung mga ministry na dapat nandito. At marinig natin mula sa kanila mismo kung ano yung magiging position. But before that, Mr. Speaker, can we, as a matter of procedure, can we first act on the motion that procedure is upon?
Hindi pa naman tayo kasi tapos eh.
Mr. Chair, that motion, parliamentary procedure yun, Mr. Chair.
So, any other opposition to that motion?
No objection, duly seconded.
Mr. Chair,
Anyway, we can schedule this for another hearing. Kung meron. Pero can we ask the other resource persons first to finish their position papers? Tapos anyway, we can act naman pag nandun na tayo sa
We can act it,
last.
the motion which is duly seconded. We must act it immediately. Then let us go with the presentation.
Okay. Any other position to that motion?
Objection.
Objections?
May I just clarify, Mr. Chair? The motion is to invite key personalities
Yeah.
who are not present today.
So we can do that actually.
Hearing no objection, the motion is approved. Simple lang.
So we can invite the personalities Governor Bai,
Just a reiteration
Mariam
of our
and
invitation.
Mangudadatu, and of course the Honorable Iqbal and Honorable Murad for next hearing. We can do that actually.
Mr. Chair, on the matter of next, before we proceed, Mr. Chair, I believe we have here the COMELEC. And I heard the statement, I read in the news the statement of our dear Chairman George Garcia of the Commission on Elections. And they will start printing the ballots on, if I'm not mistaken, December 13th. Now, for the resetting of the election, I just want to make this, put this into record, Mr. Chair, with all due respect. I hope that we can hold the next hearing the earliest possible time, because we're also catching up with the deadline of COMELEC. So to give way for the COMELEC to proceed with the printing of all the electoral paraphernalia, I think it's also proper, Mr. Chair, that this committee hearing, should we decide to hold another committee hearing, it should be held the earliest possible time to give way for the COMELEC. Whether we will reset the election or we will continue on with the elections in 2025, that would depend on the collective decision of this committee. But I'd just like to put into record that we have to hold, should the committee decides to hold another committee hearing, we have to hold it the earliest possible time, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, that's duly noted, Kong Adjong.